Today's training. All right, let's get started.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape. Unfortunately, we came up against in the thick of all the fighting. I turned back, and luckily, I managed to defeat the ethereals. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and it's just human nature. It's normal, I just... Yes, that thing is right. So long only by embracing everything. Only by embracing... Oh, Creator!
Are you okay, Jude?
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just... Even though well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
What did Bringer see during the recording?
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the hollow. Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the hollow together with them.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
It's possible that both are true. Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep
I've been waiting for you for quite... We meet again, Master Proxy. I imagine you've already managed to gain about some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch...
So you know about that?
Because I've been watching. I know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show I need to find
Bringer's belongings.
Oh, he did. All the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably all find it, and we'll finally know what they are at.
Who do you mean by that?
The Exaltists, of course. They're actually the Exaltists and I. But no more than that until...
Alright.
Splendid. I like... By the way, might I ask?
No.
As I expected. Not even my darling.
Hang on. What?
That's right. The best. Don't tell me you don't like it.
It's not that I don't...
Well, if it's not that you don't like him, great. You're a fan of Lord...
Fine, you're...
Then we're fellow... Oh my. Once I start to... I suppose that's all for today. Proxy, you're here to...
I didn't expect to run into...
What are you two doing here?
I'm here to investigate that I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps so, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this, now that everything is completely finished. This uniform doesn't really... For me, it's just enough. We all have to move on someday. Vivian, are you alright? You look... depressed.
What's wrong, Vivian?
It's nothing. So then...
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me.
That's me. And beef. All right. I'm going to exchange some
You aren't looking so...
Okay, that's all in return. Take me into the Hollow. I left something
Seeing as we were just about to go in... It's fine by me. It's fine. There's no...
Huh? Yeah, there really is no rush.
So, what is it that you all plan to do here?
We are here to look for something too. Something extremely important. New Erica's future may well depend on it.
Recalibrating.
Down strategy.
Move behind me.
The melody of combat.
Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore.
Don't!
What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Right on cue.
Ready.
Right over there.
You're in my sights. The target's weary.
Roxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
This is the place.
So, what is it that you're looking for? There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Neither do I.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
It's a fancy lunchbox?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
What's wrong, Vivian? You've seemed worried for a while now.
I'm worried about Sienna.
Her location should still be safe.
Her vital signs are gone.
What happened?
I guess this was her final scan. There's one thing, your time.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but I'm very sick and don't have much longer. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams, and once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's...
What makes you think that will...
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. If it's okay, tell her... Don't worry. Thank you.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware?
Yes. You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
It's all that kid's fault!
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth!
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry. Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
Vivian.
You were just trying to be kind and warn them about him.
Roxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
That's...
In my memories, this has happened countless times already. Why can I plainly see these misfortunes? Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness? Roxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
Recalibrating. Down strategy. Pierce right through. Attacking from our blind spot. Decrease the advance. In position. Time to pin them down. Ether vision activate. I'm on it. Off balance. Show no mercy.
I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hall.
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed, so I hope everything else goes.
Master Proxy.
I'm curious about your story, Vivi.
You're the first person to ever say that. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations. But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
Why would I be offended?
I've always considered this ability.
It's not a curse.
Thank you. Well, it's getting late. Looks like it isn't in here. Strange. There's nothing in here. This is it, but I don't know what...
Well, hello? Oh, don't give me that scandalized...
I would have protected the proxy.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area.
Hang on. Did you say...
Apologies. I'm actually part of the Phantom.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So the whole time you were only bidding on the collections so you could get backstage and tamper with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day. So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
I guess that makes sense.
Your trust is most appreciated. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies, like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain that we all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth. People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me, that's enough to be considered.
All right.
Thank you. However, aside from these philosophical, as you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the Sacrifice Corps. We share the same goal for the moment. How about this? If you still have misgivings, he's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to... Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends.
Well, if you're willing to...
Great. It's a deal. Consider it a souvenir.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook.
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere. You don't want to put all your chips on the table.
Then that means
Mr. Hartman, if I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast? Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
As an outsider...
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you?
You don't have to worry about that.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel.
Father!
Serena had been ranking ahead of him.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline.
Hugo, did you do—
Yes!
He admitted it!
Father, he has no right to live under this—
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo? My children, how in this world only the most like Hugo here, who is willing to murder only someone with the means and the gumption to do that.
But
it's all over now, and the results are— As for the rest of you, go.
Father! Before this, I was #1.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. This is all for your own good. Do you understand?
Yes,
Soon.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was You're a child that only brings misfortune. People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel, why do I only predict suffering? If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more? Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you. And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet. I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible. By the way, you asked me before, but judging from his eye colors, I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a It appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird. I don't really know why that— It's because we're fellow— Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best proxy I've ever met in person. Hugo told me before that you're really skilled. And he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right. Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later? I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon.
It's all my own original merch, plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used. I'd love to show it all to you if...
Well...
Hugo said he had some preparations to do, but...
This is getting to be more... Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant It really has...
Indeed. Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most... By the way, Lycon.
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organ...
I don't have any objections.
How about... It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now...
No. It does. I want Mockingbird to be just like Jack used to say. So that's why we have to influence it.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people.
Of course, All right.
That sounded pretty forced.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow Well then, today's our first order of business.
Looks like we're all here. Hugo?
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
Project. Oh, are you familiar with this place?
More familiar than you, it seems.
Proxy, if they're being too noisy, can I take action?
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path.
The generator room should be nearby. Over here. Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad...
Don't tell me.
I can fix it. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before.
Just leave that problem to me.
Wise, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to you. Have a look.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit. The circuit is fixed.
Wait up. It's all coming together now. Could it be impossible? I mean, you're an incredible...
Sorry, no.
Really? Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon! Goodness me. Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all...
The door's finally open.
The proxy is Phaethon. Phaethon is the proxy. If this is a dream, I never went to wake up.
Roger.
Say no more.
The fissure over there should lead to our destination. Lycon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I've matured.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
Lyra! A difficult foe, that one. Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority.
I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Phaethon.
Roger.
Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Thank you for your concern.
Master, a complex mechanism has been to suggestion. Split up.
So, we have to head to 3...
I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
Lord Phaethon, there are too many ethereals here. Sure enough. Look. Sorry, goodness me. Somehow I'm fighting alongside.
Mind the blind spot. Wide open.
So, we have to go. I have no intention of arguing with you right.
What a coincidence. That's just this once.
I have no objection.
Very well. I know you've never fully tried, even before it all fell.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things out just a teeny bit.
I don't think being gifted is... He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him. I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives. But they all end up failing in the end. The path of light is narrow and fleeting. And the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Do you mean... Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. But he has inherited the seed of evil. I'm afraid I won't be there. So then, Lycon, you must hold his chain tight. And when necessary, to choke him.